in San Francisco. There's the city. People I'm staying with are just like down there. But there's a beautiful park here. It's actually a really nice park. So, here we go. We're gonna walk through the park to the ocean, walk along the waterfront, check out a famous bridge, walk on it, check things out, and later we're gonna go see Marco's band play again. Because we just loved them so much last night. But tonight they're not playing till 10 p.m. They're playing 10 till 1 a.m. So it's gonna be a late one. I'm not sure if that's gonna be 100% streamed or not, but we'll find out. So stay tuned, because it should be a pretty busy day. Lots of things to do and see. I have no idea where I'm going either. I'm already lost in the park. I don't know where the trails go. But since we're in a major city, I'm guessing we'll have no problem supporting a 720p stream. So we're going to be HD all day, hopefully. None of that 360p 700 kilobit, 700 bit rate crap. We're in HD. And you'll probably notice my backpack's a little bit smaller. I got to stash my large backpack with Javier, at their place for the day, so I don't have to carry around my 60+ pound bag, and I just carry this little guy around. Although I still have my my antenna attached to the back to try and boost that that signal in places where things might struggle a little bit. So yeah, much more easy to carry setup today than usual, which is nice because I'm going to be walking a lot, and you guys are going to be coming with me, so it's nice to only have less than 10 pounds on my back compared to 60+. So I'm pretty excited. It's the first time I've ever actually left my bag somewhere on this trip. Every other day, I'll do, in Fort Bragg, did a nice coastal walk, but I did that with all my gear. So this strap is all floopy. The guitarist from the band I was staying with, he's in he's 5 houses away from this this park here, the Golden Gate Park, and he's 5 blocks from the ocean. Yet he has some in with it, so he's actually paying a still not cheap rent, but manageable for a musician, because things aren't cheap in San Francisco. I think he said his neighbor is paying $5,700 for their place per month. That's obscene. $5,700. And it's not like the houses are huge. They're a decent size. But yeah, I could never afford to live here. A backyard is as nice as I'm gonna get. If it's not a backyard, it would be a park like this. But yeah, let me sleep in the backyard last night. Laid me in for breakfast this morning. Breakfast and coffee. I have my depleted batteries charging at their house for the day. So I should be, well, these ones are gonna be worn down, but the other ones will be charged up, so that's nice. And I'm hoping we'll be able to have a stable. Already losing connection. Check out the Golden Gate Bridge and just keep walking along the coastline. I'm sure we're just gonna walk through the streets too. Just check out some you know, the streets of San Francisco are pretty famous, so might as well walk along those, check things out. But we're gonna start on the coast and then work my way in. It's just down there. If anyone has any recommendations for places to see in San Francisco, I'm all ears, because I don't know anything about San Francisco, except for there's a big red bridge that everyone likes, and lots of hilly streets and streetcars. That's the extent of my knowledge. So if anyone has been here and, like, you know, had somewhere that they really liked, let me know, and we can go there. Yeah, this is gonna be a full day off of hitchhiking, just walking, and another little gig to watch later tonight. But this gig's not until 10 p.m., so 10 till 1 a.m. It's a late one. But I'm excited for today. There's lots to see in this city, so. But yeah, last night I was thinking I was gonna have to camp in that small town just outside of San Francisco, Sausalito. But yeah, one of the guitarists from the band, the lead guitarist, he offered me a place in his backyard, so I didn't have to sleep in a random public park. And I don't know if you can tell, but maybe I look less dirty. I got to shower this morning, everyone. I think it's been like 4 or 5 days since my last shower, so I feel amazing. I feel like $1,000,000. Windmill. And it's a beautiful day in San Francisco. Apparently things kind of are regularly foggy here. There's like barely a cloud in sight. Just a gentle breeze. It's pretty much a perfect day. Pretty much a perfect day. I think it's supposed to be 17 degrees today too, so it's gonna be a warm one. But luckily I don't have 60 pounds on my back. Hey Wisco Mike, we are walking around San Francisco checking out the sights. How's your day going? What are you up to on this fine Saturday? It's a Saturday, right? I lose track of the day of the week because it really doesn't matter when you're traveling. You're just going. Take a quick peek. There's an actual path over there, but I'm gonna walk up and check out the actual beach first. Yeah, I lucked out. Had a backyard to sleep in San Francisco last night, and I had a shower in the morning, a little bite to eat as well, and yeah, it was a fun last night, and it's been a great morning, and yeah, we're at the beach in San Francisco. Look at that. Look at that. What a gorgeous day. Good shit? I agree. It's gonna be great shit. Not much happening there. What happens in Wisconsin? I don't know anything about Wisconsin, so forgive my ignorance. But like, I don't know. What's good about it? Give me the sales pitch. Well, it looks really nice. Had a day like that here in England today. Yeah, I had a few people from England, and they're saying it's crazy hot there. They're having like a crazy heat wave for spring there in England. So, huh. I'm so happy I'm not carrying my 60-liter bag. But yeah, lots of people out on the beach today. There's people surfing over there too. Or are those just paddle boards? I can't even tell. Can you surf in San Francisco? The surf looks big enough. Think they make cheese there? I like cheese, so. We like to drink, eat cheese, and watch football. You know what? That doesn't sound too bad. I can get behind that. Like, I'm Canadian, so we don't really watch that much football. But when I have watched it, which is probably pretty much once a year, I think Canadians watch football once a year for the Super Bowl. It seems like a pretty exciting sport. Because we watch hockey in Canada. Lots of hockey. Yeah, I'm gonna walk along the path. Beaches are just, you know, difficult to walk on, especially in like boots. They're not meant for this terrain. Just gonna sink in. If today's 17 degrees and I'm already like feeling really hot, I am slightly concerned about my ability to deal with like 30+ degrees going along the southern US once things heat up a bit more. It's gonna be rough, but we'll deal with it. Always do. This is gonna be a nice break from hitchhiking. I love it, but you gotta take some days off every once in a while because it's tiring. Maybe it looks like I'm just standing there, but it is tiring. Alright. We're on an actual path now. Don't tell anyone it's 17 degrees out. Why not? Just let me complain about beautiful weather.
This is a writing group that you have.
think the moral of the story is people are going to complain about the weather regardless of what the weather is. If it's rainy, they're going to wish it was sunny. If it's sunny and they're doing stuff, they're going to be like, oh, it's too hot. I wish it was cold. We're just never 100% satisfied. Oh, speaking of Celsius, you know what? I have an international audience, and most countries use Celsius, and I don't know how to convert into Fahrenheit. We need a conversion bot. Can we get a 63 Fahrenheit? Okay. Yeah, we just need like an automatic conversion bot. Whenever I say something in kilometers or Celsius, it just converts into miles and Fahrenheit. Because I just don't know miles and Fahrenheit at all. It just doesn't click with my brain. That's where we're going. Yeah, I do know 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. It's just hard to do that math on the fly. Yeah, I used to know the mathematical conversion from Celsius to Fahrenheit and vice versa, but it's a weird formula. It's not just times 1.6 or the reverse of that. It's like something something add or subtract 32. Multiply with 1.8 and add 32. Yeah, that's it. Nine-fifths. You walking towards the big golden bridge? Well, it's red, isn't it? But yeah, I'm walking to the bridge. I have to go. I don't know how you guys can see this, but up there's kind of an uphill thing and some building. I have to walk around there, and then you're going towards the Golden Gate Bridge. I think they're doing like a beach cleanup thing. Everyone has buckets.
It's a pretty popular, yeah. I'd say, I don't know how they're.
Oh yeah.
We always say just do the circle one for our paper one.
I think people are picking up buckets and picking up trash off the beach. Taking care of the beach. That's nice. But we got city to explore. Hey, Jay Duggan, how's it going, man?
You can hang out whenever you want. You can play with every once in a while.
no hitchhiking today for those watching. Day off hitchhiking. This is a walking stream, but walking in a cool location. San Francisco already, that was quick. Yeah, we did. Pretty good time. It's day 12, we're in San Francisco. I'm pretty happy with that. And, like, keep in mind still, I wasn't trying to get anywhere quick. We were just taking short little rides for fun. So, yeah. Probably faster than I thought we would. But, like, if you look at a map of California, we're not even halfway down California yet. We're still in the northern half. So, still got quite a ways to go, although I'm not sure at what point I'll be cutting east. I probably won't go all the way to San Diego, maybe I will, but haven't decided yet. Because for those of you that have watched me for a while, I don't really make plans. I just kind of like have ideas, and then sometimes I I actually go through with those ideas, and other times I do something 100% different. California's California. Yeah. And this actually feels like California. Northern California just felt like Oregon. So, this feels like actual California. Hey, Abdel Rashid, how's it going? I'm doing excellent. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco, which I've been told is a rare thing at this time of the year. And we're just gonna check out the city. I'm excited. I'm taking a day off hitchhiking. I don't have my big backpack on, just my little day pack. So I feel like I weigh nothing. It's beautiful. We're just gonna walk around the city. Right now I'm walking to the Golden Gate Bridge. And yeah, we're just gonna have some fun. How have you survived hitchhiking? I've survived hitchhiking because it's not as dangerous as people make it out to be. And I also have a few rules which kind of keep me safer, I guess. I try to manage my risk. I don't just hop into a car as soon as they pull over. I talk to them. I think I'm a decent judge of character. We've turned down rides just because of the vibe I get from them or what they say. So, it's not as dangerous as you think it might be, and then you just kind of have to execute a little bit of caution. So, in 700 rides, I haven't really had a problem. And I've been in some weird places, so.
There you go. That's right, I'm already standing. Yeah, I know. All right, take care.
Gonna swim? I don't have a swimsuit, so probably not today. And I feel, I don't want to get my boxers wet, so the only solution is to go, full commando, and I feel like that breaks Twitch's terms of service. I'd get a violation there. So, probably no swim stream today. Went cycling today, I was cycling past some field and there was a guy preparing to take off in a plane. That's kind of cool. Cinnabar Corp, thanks for following the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're new here, this is a hitchhiking stream, but we don't hitchhike every day. We hitchhike most days, probably tomorrow. But this will be a hitchhiking stream again. We're just taking a little break to enjoy San Francisco. You should hitchhike in Oakland. Is there something special about Oakland, or are you saying that because Oakland's like sketchy, or?
As always.
why should I hitchhike in Oakland? Because my hitchhiking so far in the US has been like really easy hitchhiking. Hitchhiking down Highway 101. There's it's pretty easy hitchhiking. It's a single track each direction highway, so it's not those big 5-lane highways like we have here. So you can just stand at the end of a town, throw out your thumb, you're gonna catch a ride. It's pretty clear where you're going. It's one road going north or south. So if you're pointed going south, you're hitchhiking south. Now when you're in places like this, the highways kind of go all crazy which directions, and so you kind of have to plan your hitchhikes a lot more now. I'll be making more signs to kind of notify drivers the direction I'm trying to take, because the highway split off in many different directions. So Washington, Oregon, Northern California is like easy man mode hitchhiking. Now we're into more complicated. Have to have a little bit more planning. For those of you that watch the stream, I don't plan very much, but I'll actually have to do a little bit of planning now. A little bit of research before I just walk to, I can't just walk to the end of San Francisco and throw my thumb out. So a really valuable resource for that is a website called hitchwiki.org. People that have hitchhiked out of cities, like these particular cities, will have advice, and there'll also be a map with like spots that people have used and people have reviewed them. It's a really valuable resource for getting out of large cities like San Francisco. So I haven't looked at it yet, but I will be looking at it at some point today to see how I want to get out of here. Because as beautiful as it is, this is a hitchhiking stream. We're traveling. I don't really stay anywhere too long. And really, like, hitchhiking is what I love. I love traveling too, but I want to keep hitchhiking. Meet more people like Marco yesterday. For those of you that weren't watching yesterday, I got picked up by a guy from Brazil named Marco. And he told me that he's going to play with his band in a restaurant that night. And he said that I could come if I wanted to. So I'm like, yeah, sure. Or I didn't say that right away. I was like, what should I do? What should I do? I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's go check out your band. So we did. Went, checked out his band in a little town just north of San Francisco called Sausalito. And there'll be a video of that stream there. But yeah, we watched him play for like 3 hours. I thought they were awesome. Had a great time. Hung out with the band. Yeah, it was a great time. And when they took breaks, it was just like, yeah, come on, Trevor. So I'd come out, and they were like smoking. I don't really smoke anymore, for those of you curious. And it was 420. But yeah, it was a really fun day. Just caught two rides yesterday, but we made it pretty far. Step a motor. Thanks for following the stream. Hope you enjoy our little city walk today. I'm excited for it. We're walking up the hill now. I think around this corner, like as the road kind of bends up there, I think once we get over that ridge there, we'll be able to see the Golden Gate Bridge. Have you hitchhiked in New Zealand? No, I haven't been to New Zealand yet. I've heard New Zealand's awesome for hitchhiking. And I've heard from people that, you know, are thinking about getting into it. New Zealand's like an awesome place to try it out. Because it's not like intimidating like hitchhiking out of big cities in the US or hitchhiking on like Paris or something like that. Just cities are intimidating, and New Zealand has a lot of like more rural, smaller highways. So it's kind of, from what I've heard, it's a good introduction to hitchhiking for anyone that is kind of curious what it's like. I've heard New Zealand's a great place to try it out, but I haven't done it myself. So I can't vouch for it personally, but I have heard several people vouch for it themselves. Just gonna stop here quickly and show you guys the beach here. Listening to all the accents in the background is very funny. I haven't really been paying attention, I guess would be what's actually going on. You know, just based off of my time in San Francisco so far, I can see why people want to live here. But still, stuff's so goddamn expensive here. Holy. Yeah. Look at that. That's a gorgeous beach. What is your phone carrier? For internet, I use Verizon. It's supposed to be the best, the fastest, the most connected network in the United States, and it's also the most expensive. Yeah, I'm using a Verizon jetpack, and also, I don't know if you can see it, but I have an antenna that's connected to my jetpack to boost the signal as well. Don't think you could ever live in a big city? Like, I'm torn on that issue. Like, on one hand, big cities have everything. Any kind of entertainment, any kind of anything you want, a big city has it. But it's just so busy, so many people. So I'm conflicted. Part of me just wants to like live in a town that's only like maybe an hour away from a city, so that you have your small town feel, but you can still go to a city to see things, concerts, different things like that when you want to. You could get a place in the big city just by smiling at someone? Not quite, but we've done pretty well with getting places to stay. New York maybe, but I really love the arse end of nowhere more. Yeah, I really like being in a rural area. I don't know, there's something like cozy about it. A city feels very hectic. There's so much going on. But when you're out in some really rural area, it's just, yeah, more homey, more cozy. I feel comfortable. In a city, it's always just like go, 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 go. And sometimes you just wanna relax. I wonder if I'm gonna lose connection a little bit here because we're like by some rock bluffs and then like this big concrete looking building. Any rides today? We're not hitchhiking today. I got a ride in with the guitarist from the band last night from Sausalito to San Francisco. He let me sleep in his backyard in my tent. And we're not hitchhiking today. We're just gonna do like a city tour, walk around the city, see the sights, check out that big red bridge that they've got here, or so I hear, and have a good time. Have you walked all the way? No, like I said, I ended up getting a ride from the guitarist from the band. He offered me a place in his backyard, like right in San Francisco. He lives like 5 blocks from the water. He's in a beautiful spot. I met his like whole family too. But yeah, Marco was awesome. Actually, we're probably watching, they're playing again tonight in San Francisco, so we might go watch them play again. And they've got I think there's like 7 people playing tonight compared to 4 last night. So it's a more complete band or something. But they're not playing till 10 p.m. So. But yeah, hey Baba. How's it going, my man? Walk along this? Is that a thing I can do? I don't want to break the rules, I try to follow the rules. Looks like I can. that looks like a nice fun walk. Alright. Let's time is it in San Francisco? It is 12:16 p.m. We are in Pacific Standard Time. Zebedee, thanks for following the stream. Hope you enjoy our San Francisco walking stream today. I know I'm gonna have fun. It's gonna be nice to take a break off of traveling, and just walk around with only like maybe 8 pounds on my back compared to 60 plus. So, it's gonna be a good day. You're 8 hours ahead? Yeah, that makes sense. Were you in England? Was that it? Sorry, again, I'm really bad with my memory, so please don't hate me if I put you in the wrong location. Down, over, off the path. I'm just scouting out my route over here. Yeah, 18 viewers. Thanks for checking out the stream. This is a hitchhiking stream, it's just not going to be a hitchhiking stream today. We're taking a day off. I ended up in San Francisco after 11 days of hitchhiking. So now we're taking a break, checking out the city. Only carrying my day pack with me because the guy that hosted me last night let me keep my bag in his storage room. I think he would count as a ride because Marco picked me up, the percussionist from the band, and like gave me a ride, so that was hitchhiking. I was thumbing it. And then I talked to all the band members. I was hanging out with them, told them that I was just gonna like set up my tent in a park. He's like, oh, I can take you to my home in San Francisco. You can set up your tent in the backyard. I'm like, yes, I'd love that. So then he drove me to San Francisco. So I think that counts as ride number 26. What do you guys think? How much money do you have for traveling? Do you sleep outside? Yeah, I couldn't tell you exactly how much money I saved up for this trip. I'd have to like actually look at everything. But I saved up a decent amount. I just don't spend very much because I sleep in a tent and I hitchhike. So sleeping in a tent and free camping is free, and hitchhiking's free. So your transportation's free, your accommodation's free. It's just food, incidentals, and entertainment that you have to pay for, which can be pretty cheap. Yeah, okay, now we're up to date. We're at 26. 26 rides in, well, 11 days, because we're not hitchhiking today. Water most expensive. Tap water, baby. I refuse to pay for water. Which was annoying in Europe. Like, whenever you go to a restaurant or anything, they're like, you ask for water, they give you a bottle of water and charge you for it. Just give me the tap water. It's good enough. Should I want? Yeah, that would be good so people can at any point know what number of rides we're at. That'd be a good command to have. Some water's pretty bad. Yeah, usually what I end up doing, like especially in Australia, some places it's really bad. I just ask some local, be like, hey, how's the water here? And they're like, yeah, it's all right. Then fill it up. If not, then I might actually buy water. But it really hurts my soul to pay for water. But yeah, like when you're going through like the middle part of Australia, like north and south of Alice Springs and like really small towns, the water isn't good. Like It's pretty bad. So, Australia was the country where I voluntarily paid for water more often than not in certain areas. Because I don't have high standards for water. I don't mind if it's got some funky taste to it. But I have my limits. And Australia tested those limits. I'm quite enjoying this this city so far. It's a pretty beautiful place. I can see why people like living here. Don't mind the taste, just want to get sick. That's usually what happens in those like really rural places, is the water isn't great, so they like chlorinate the heck out of it. They just like bombard it with chemicals. They're like, no, it's safe. It just tastes like crap. And for those of you that have watched the stream a bit, like I've told you guys, I don't have high standards. Like on previous trips, I'd dumpster dive for food. Just like pastries, I'd limit myself at just like bread that was like best before that day, which is still fine. I wouldn't go for the fruits or vegetables, or especially like frozen goods or meats or anything like that. No, wouldn't touch that. But breads, pastries, stuff like that, not a problem. But I set my limits with some of the water in Australia. Wasn't the best. Beautiful day? I agree. It's gorgeous day. Do you sell stock photos on your way through and shoot B-roll? No, everything I do is live, so no like B-roll where we're like creating cool cinematographic shots or anything like that. We're just, everything's live. What you see is what you get, no editing. Raw, uncut. You get to see me hitchhike as it happens, talk to me as I'm standing there with my thumb out. You get to meet the riders. If it's a long enough ride, you'll actually get to ask the riders questions, kind of interact with them. If it's really short, then my focus is still on the rider, or the driver rather. Like, I'm talking to them. The stream is just kind of a part of that. But once we get going for a while, then I might bring the chat into the conversation. Just kind of why I want to do this is, yeah, you guys get to see this as it happens. So this is an abnormal stream for me. Usually we're hitchhiking. Now we're just playing tourist. Albeit when I'm hitchhiking, I'm a tourist too. Just a different kind of tourist. But no, I don't sell anything. I don't create anything. I just have my stream. That looks kind of nice. I think I'm going to go over there. It is actually quite hot, so I think we've got a Stay Hydrated bot in my stream. I don't know if you said anything yet, but I'm going to sit down and grab a quick drink of water. Nash 555. Thanks for following. Hopefully you're enjoying this walking stream. If you come back on other days as well, we might be a hitchhiking stream. So, I guess it's a variety IRL stream. We do different things. Sometimes we walk, sometimes we hitchhike. It's pretty fun. Have you ever hitchhiked through Ireland? I have. I did that in 2015. And when people ask me what my favorite countries are that I've traveled through, Ireland makes my top 3. I can't pick one, but I say Ireland, Croatia, and Japan. So I had a great time hitchhiking in Ireland. I like staying in small towns, like hitchhiking small town to small town. The people are super friendly. Yeah, I really can't say enough good things about Ireland and the people. I ended up with a place to stay like almost every night in Ireland. Because I walked into a big town with a big backpack with a bunch of cardboard shoved in it, and people would just kind of ask you questions. They're curious who you are, where you're from, why you're there, what are you doing? And having this stream here does the same thing pretty much everywhere. Even more so when I have my big backpack on. Like right now I just have a little tiny one. So you just look kind of funny with your weird selfie stick thing and a big fuzzy thing on your phone and a wide angle lens on your phone as well. You just look kind of weird. But when you have the big backpack on and this setup, it raises a lot of questions. Worst countries you've ever been to? I can't say I've been to a country where I'm like, man, this is a bad country. I've told people before in my stream that the country I traveled across that I enjoyed the least was Russia. But that wasn't because of Russia or Russians. It was because they don't speak English in Russia, and I just showed up there and I'm like, oh, here we go, let's hitchhike across Russia. And I couldn't talk to them. And what I like, or one of the things I really like about hitchhiking is the people you meet and the interactions you have. It's a really cool way to see a country because you travel by meeting local people and connecting with them. But when you can't talk to people, you don't get the same connection. Ireland's one of the most friendliest places in the world. You're from Dublin, myself. Yeah, I flew from Eastern Canada, St. John's to Dublin. Spent a bit of time in Dublin, but I didn't spend enough time there to really give a good impression of it because I wanted to get rural. So I got there one day, stayed one night in Dublin, and then hitchhiked straight across to Galway, and then headed south from there to the south west part of Ireland, and hitchhiked around a bunch of small towns around there, which I had a blast doing. Not much of a point of traveling. You're not going to take time to enjoy where you're at. One of the things I like most about traveling is the process of traveling. Hitchhiking makes getting from point A to point B more than just getting from point A to point B. It's its own adventure where you meet different people, you go different places. I end up in places where I would never be if I was traveling under my own volition, under my own power, whether that's taking a car or a bus or a plane or a train. I kind of go where people take me. But I guess with that, kind of to each their own. Different people will enjoy traveling different ways. I sometimes spend some time in different places and check it out, but I move quite quickly, and that's the type of traveling I like to do. But I don't think anyone's doing it wrong if they do it in different ways. You can travel any way you want to, and I don't think that's the wrong way to do it. I just do it in my way, and I love doing it the way I do it. Did a couple of interrail tours, but not as laid back because the is only valid for 1 month. Yeah, like kind of a whirlwind, you're training all over the place, moving really quick tours. I think it's pretty cool that Europe has that kind of interrail system. North America has nothing like that. We don't have good connections between cities with public transport. You pretty much fly everywhere, or you drive in your car or a rental car. There's not really much options as far as rail or. And I started hitchhiking because I hated the Greyhound bus, so I don't think busing is a good option either. Cliffs of Moher, yes, beautiful. I definitely went there. I spent a couple days there. I got like adopted by a couple from Pennsylvania. They were there and they had an Airbnb and they put me up for 2 nights. They were really nice. I have them on Facebook and stuff, and we stay in contact. Actually, when I posted that I was doing this trip here, they told me to contact them when I got to Pennsylvania, so I'll probably do that. Maybe see them again. Nothing wrong with England? I agree. I had a great time in England. Public transport in the US is trash. Yeah, I agree. Your options are pretty much drive or fly. And I choose to drive, just this way. Alright, that's enough break. We're back to walking stream. This is no longer a chat interaction and sitting or squatting down drinking water stream. We're back to walking. Still have the chat interaction though, but oh man, it feels so good to not have that big backpack on. You have no idea, or some of you might have an idea if you've traveled with a large heavy backpack, so I shouldn't say you have no idea, because some of you very well might. Yeah, the US refuses to invest in public transit. Yeah, they do. And then it's also, Europe's cool because, like, in a relatively small area, like relatively compared to, you know, United States or Canada, Europe's pretty small and quite densely populated. So, like, things aren't that spread out, where they definitely are around here. But I still think they should invest a whole lot more in public transport. But I can see why it's more difficult, or it is difficult, maybe not more, but it's difficult to pull off an efficient public transport system between cities. 80-liter backpack, and you did? Yeah, mine's 60 liters, and then I have this bag I use as my streaming bag. It has all the things, all my batteries and stuff that I might need that day for streaming. But right now it just has everything I need for the day. A couple layering options, another battery, some snacks. But usually this is my streaming bag.
Really?
And the main feature that makes it my streaming bag with a bunch of electronics in it is it's waterproof. And if anyone here, or I know some of you here have been here since the beginning, it rained the first like 9 days of the trip, every single day. So it's nice to see the sun. See the bridge. The bridge is coming in.